It's that time again for Miami once more for Tier 1, second time around this season, or next season that we're currently in. Um, it's your host, Am I Clean? Hopefully not trying to kill himself watching this, but we'll find out eventually. Um, been a while since I've commentated, and we are in Miami for round 6 for Tier 1. A couple Tier 2s in the crowd, and it's short quality after a restart mishap. So, good old fun. So, let's see what this race brings. I think I was watching chat going wild. I think we have rain towards the end of this race, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know because I can't see. So, kind of just going off what I see. As I already see a car going out. I do not know who that be. Looks like it's the Alpina Bolt. I believe Tier 2 winner. Or, yeah, Tier 2 winner. He's racing in for Alpine today, reserving for one of his drivers. As we get to see what happens here. Following him out is a McLaren, that is soft floppy, and then Alfa Romeo, and then here comes everybody else. So, hope everybody's doing well today, this evening for you guys, or most of the crowd. Early afternoon for me, very early. So, we shall find out what happens. Pretty much zooming on his outlap. So, good field, I would say, good size. Missed out a bit as Thunder joins in, so if he was here beforehand, we probably would have full quality, but it doesn't look like we're gonna have full quality, so it's gonna be a 17-minute session, or 18-minute, 16 minutes and 10 seconds remaining already. Here is Alpine the Alpine of Bolt will be the first one to begin a lap and set a lap for the benchmark of his session. About 2 to 3 runs, maybe 4 if you're willing, but I think it's about 3 sets you get. So expect 2 or 3 runs throughout the session if I had to imagine. For most people, but here we go. Alpina Bolt's gonna start his opening lap here in qualifying. Pretty fast driver he is, so hopefully he can maybe do good against these tier 1 guys, but I imagine he would. It's gonna be an interesting crowd. Saw Floppy starting his lap, and I think no, yeah, that is Quick VB starting his lap as well. Followed by an Aston Martin of whoever that is. And everybody else kind of goes through. Saw Floppy having a moment already on his opening lap. Invalidating as well. Backing up across the track, I guess, but moving on. Back to Bolt. Gonna start the Mickey Mouse section of this track. We're gonna see what time he sets, because track is obviously has no grip on it yet, so whatever he sets will be interesting to kind of see what happens. Here's he's gonna go down that backstretch. The Haas getting out of the way from him, or for him. That's Logan Hall, or well, actually no, I take that back. That's Coulter. Sorry, Logan Hall's still in the pits. Through the hairpin for the first opening lap. What is he going to set? What is everybody going to have to chase here early on in the session? It's going to be a 120 something. 127.7. Pretty good opening lap for him. Let's see what VB can do. He'll be the next person to set a lap here. It's only the opening laps, but let's just see what everybody's kind of getting around here. It's going to be a 130. It's looking like 131. Off the pace, but it's only a first run. Pavko's quickest with a 126.9, so nearly a whole second. It's like 8/10 quicker than Bolt's time. Pfister with a 129.3, a 128.3, or no, 129.2, sorry, for Pfister, 128.3 for Fruit, 131 dead for VB there, like we said. So everybody's kind of coming along. I think the other Alfa Romeo is about to set a lap. And right now it's Gsrl. I'm gonna assume that's how you say his name. Going up to the line, what's he gonna set? That is provisional pull, but very early on to say that. 126.7, pretty good lap from him. And I think it's going to be an AlphaTauri next, which is Crypt. Goes fourth fastest, 127.8. My old teammate, Mr. Thunder. Wonder how he'll do. Unpredictable in this field. Next person, I believe, setting a lap should be this Haas right here of Cultures, and then it should be Soft Floppy. As Mini just started his lap, or too slow. Soft Floppy's on a lap right now after invalidating lap 1, unless it's a cooldown. I can't really tell. No, he's definitely going for a lap. It's out of ERS though, so it's gonna not be a beneficial. Here, Cultures goes third fastest for the time being, so decent lap from him. I don't recognize half of these people, no offense. I haven't really been keeping up with everybody, so, but we're gonna watch on as we'll see if this Mercedes of Gsrl Spouses has a chance. Don't really know everybody's pace right now, so just kind of seeing it firsthand. I do like the track. If you personally ask me for my point of view of it, I just think it's a bad track because of the AI. Fastest first sector there for Mercedes. But like I was saying, it's a pretty okay track. I can see why people maybe hate it, but at the same time, I mean, I don't mind it. It's a pretty good track. I think full TC users might struggle here, obviously, because of some corners of exit speed people can carry. But I think overall it's a pretty good track. It's nice flow. I just like the flow of it. But we'll see. Oh, eats the wall a bit there, the Mercedes. 101.6 there from sector 2. Let's see what it can do. So it's the straight and the hairpin to contend with, and a bit of SE's curvy turn after. EP had a moment somewhere. He retired. I did not catch that. Apologies, but 131 looks like he'll be his time. Mercedes up to the line. What is he gonna set? Okay, that was lovely lag. 130 for him. Next cross line will be Thunder and the McLaren. It's gonna be a 127.5. That's really fast from him. Then there should be Bobby. Oh, he's going in actually. Sasa should be the next person to set a lap, and everybody else is either in the pits or on an out lap or a cooldown lap. Through the hairpin goes the Red Bull driver. It's on medium, so probably not anything too special. Probably just trying to get a feel for the track and get enough practice. But he set up pretty good time, so I would say 127.9. It's pretty high, but kind of split more of the slower runners through the field. But at the moment, it's looking pretty solid, I must say, for the field. Everybody's pretty close. I know Thunder's on a cooldown, so is the Red Bull. The Mercedes should be on a cooldown. I don't know who else would be on a lap. Maybe the Ferrari here. Looks like they might be actually. Nothing on an out lap. They'll have flag down the back straightaway. I'm assuming it's just somebody slowing down. Looks like the Williams, by the looks of it. I believe it's a Williams. Unless I'm losing my mind. I don't know if that's a glitch for the purple first sector, but that is a purple first sector for the Ferrari driver here of LX. But once again, I don't know if it's a glitch or not. He's on a lap. Pretty sure Logan Hall here is on a lap. Actually, no, he invalidated. Thomas is starting his lap right now. I saw Floppy. I don't know if he's on a lap or not, to be honest. It might be. Oh, that's an invalidation for LX. Cut back over to Thomas here. Just entering the S as a sector 1 to kind of see what he can set. Looks like there's an AlphaTauri behind him. Might be... yeah, it's Cryptic. So he's gonna go for another lap here pretty early on. Because some people usually just do one run early on and wait until the end when there's more grip on the track and then do another lap. So, I don't know. Through the Mickey Mouse section. I just realized he has my number. Mr. Thomas over here. Nicely done. Hard to see through there with some of those angles. On the straightaway now. See what he can do. Looks like Alex got in. We do have a full field now, so it's gonna be some good entertainment hopefully in this race after all. So half of the field, or more than half of the field set a lap. Somebody just went faster. I think that was Floppy that just went third, 127.5. Let's see what Thomas can do up to the line now. I would say a pretty decent lap from the Williams. He's going to be in the middle of the field for sure. Yeah, 128 dead basically. I don't know who's on a lap really. Oh, Fruit had a moment there. I don't know if that was front wing damage or not. Is Fister on a lap? No, he's about to go for one though. Just trying to get a feel to see. Alex is definitely on a lap, I want to say. I did not mean to hit that. Thunder just had a moment. I heard that. Looks like he did have a moment there from him. Actually, Alex is missing our front wing, so I do not know what's happening anymore. Looking once again invalidated. Mr. Oddbod's gonna go for a lap. I just heard absolute carnage, and well, Thunder did die. I again do not know what happened to him. Mercedes potentially going to be in the way here for Mr. Oddbod on his lap. Let's see what happens here. Looks like they're really in the way here. I do not know who that is. Is that GS? It could be any one of them. That is Gsrl. Is he on a lap? There's no way he's on a lap. No, he's not on a lap, but he definitely just blocked the hell out of Mr. Oddbod, who I don't know if he's on a lap anymore. I think he's just going to bail out of that. Provisional pole sitter. GX is gonna go for another lap. So it looks like the Aston Martin of Pav is as well. He's already 1/10 up currently in the first sector. Well, it looks like he is at least. Good speed for the Aston Martin here. He's gonna have to get out of the way of the Ferrari. The Ferrari's gonna have to get out of the way. He's going to pick a bit of slip up. I think I did catch a purple middle sector, but I'm not 100% sure. That slip should help him off of Mr. Oddbod. So, down into the hairpin. Let's see what he can do. He's definitely on a lap, trying to improve his here. 4/10 up. That is pole for the time being. 3/10 faster than the Alfa Romeo's time, 126.4 path, but it's not over yet. There's still 5 minutes left in the session. Mr. Oddbod's in. A bunch of people are in. Carson's going to be going out for a lap. He has not set a lap yet. He needs a lap. Bobby needs a lap, but he just spun it. I don't think there's any damage there, not by the looks of it. Got really, really lucky, but that's not going to do him too well. Fister's on a lap right now. I think Caesar's also just on a lap. They just started. Cryptic looks like they're 5 seconds off their lap. Mercedes, I honestly don't know if he's on a lap. I don't think he is. He only barely has any ERS. Although they might be. Alfa Romeo did go back into the pits, so. The nearest person to complaining a lap is Cryptic, but I think he's not on a lap because he's 6 seconds off the pace. So Fister's the nearest person, but he invalidated when I cut away there. So that's not good for him. Next person to start a lap is going to be Carson. He was a tier 3 driver, if I'm not mistaken, last season, and he spun it trying to get to the line. That's not going to be a good start to a lap, and also probably won't be a lap because he has front wing end plate damage. That left end plate's missing there for the Alpine driver. That's not very good for him. Fister is diving into the pits. Somebody spun or had a moment. That is what it looks like a Mercedes. Probably Min, if I had to guess. Yes, it is. I don't know who's on a lap there. I think it might have been the Red Bull here. Looked like they went purple middle sector. Definitely on a lap. Let's see if they can improve their time. Let's see, coming up to the line now. Can he get it anywhere in the top 5? Yes, he does. He goes third provisionally. 126.9. Pretty good time from the Red Bull driver. It looks like the Haas and the Mercedes behind him went in. How about the other Haas, Logan Hall? He's definitely going for a lap. Carson's on a lap right now as we speak. So only 2 drivers right now for a lap. And that's Logan Hall, which I believe he is still hasn't said time, but he invalidated. So I don't know if he's going to dive in or go for a lap this time. Carson's definitely on a lap though. I'm down the back straight right now. Up to the DRS zone. Activated, definitely going for a lap. Better to set a lap than not setting a lap at the end of the day, so let's see what he can do through the hairpin. Nicely done. But it looks like he's not gonna go for a lap. Interesting. Oh wait, I forgot he got damage. Whoops. I zoned out. Yeah, so it looks like only person that would be going for a lap is Logan Hall, but he is invalidated again. The Red Bull and P3 is the only driver out, but they are currently in the middle of trying to get back to the pits. Everybody's gonna go out right now. I already seen 2 people there just go out. Looks like a Haas and the other Aston. So Bobby and Mr. Cultures going out for another lap. Bobby definitely needs to put in a lap here. So right now it's Pav on pole for 126.4. He's going back out for sure. He did not have to because the Alfa Romeo just retired. So it looks like he's going to try to settle for second if he can hold on to it. He's a 126.7, and it's the Red Bulls coming in right now, 126.9. So, I mean, 3/10 off pole for the Alfa Romeo, and then another 2 extra tenths, so 5/10 off of pole sitter time for the Red Bull. So looks like this last lap here, or last run for everybody, looks like Bobby will be setting or leading the charge for everybody coming out right now, and there is a bunch of people coming out. So one last run. Let's see what they can do. Could be a potentially good end to this quali session. 1 minute and 45 about to be now left. So Bobby definitely needs a time. Logan Hall behind him needs a time. Or not. Well, actually that isn't Logan Hall. That's Cultures. But right now Bobby needs a time. Carson needs a time. Alex needs a time. Alex, Oddbot, and Logan Hall all need a time. So let's see what they can do. It's kind of look, because some of them could be fast. Some of them could sneak in a really good time there at the end. But Bobby's going to start his lap now. We'll see what he can do. Hopefully he doesn't make a mistake. I really hope he can get a clean lap in this time, but he's probably going to be really cautious because he keeps spinning. So, I need to charge here today. Makes it nicely through the turn. He made a mistake in last time. Hopefully he can make it through the S's. Doing pretty well for himself so far. There's a yellow flag in the back, but I think that's a Red Bull coming out on the track that was causing that. That is the guy in P2 coming out. I don't know if he has time to go for another lap though, so it's not really a good move for him, I would say. 40 seconds left in the session for everybody to get a lap in if they can. I don't think the Red Bull's gonna make it. Not see what the time was there for Bobby in Sector 1, so let's see what he's going to be in Sector 2. Nicely done through that chicane. 102.3, purple middle sector, but again, it's a Mickey Mouse sector, so who truly knows what his pace is. Haas made a mistake in the back that was Cultures, or was getting out of the way for somebody. By the looks of it, hard to tell. Through the hairpin. Can Bobby set a good time? This is what he needs. Up to the line, it's gonna be a 127.4 for him, so it's not terrible. Pav should be the next one across the line. Is he gonna increase his time? I mean, according to the time delta, he's barely half a tenth up on his time. He set a quicker time up to the line. It's gonna be he does not improve, but he has provisional pull. Bolt's gonna be the next one across the line. But he invalidated, so the next one across the line should be the AlphaTauri of this man right here. And up to the line now. What is he gonna set? If he goes faster by like 500s. Next one across the line, I think it was the Williams of Thomas. He increases to a 127.188, but beat him by 500s as well as Soft Floppy. Next one across the line is, I want to say it was Oddbod. Yeah, it was. I was correct. And the Williams, this is all jumbled up. Let's just see what the Mercedes can set. Improves by 5/10, not enough. Coming up to the line. Looks like Alex did not get the time in. Looking at Alex set, he should be the last one across the line. With a 127.4, that puts him P10, so pretty good. But this man, Pav, is claiming a pull for himself here in Miami. So that's your starting grid there on the left as it quickly goes away. congratulations to Pav claiming pole, but the hard work's not done yet. So we still have a 50% race and bound to see what happens. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be Pav on pole, 126.4. Then it's Alfa Romeo GX, Sasa and the Red Bull, 5 tenths off the pace. Sofloppy behind him in fourth. Thomas fifth. Coulter sixth. Seventh for Min. Cryptic is eighth. Bobby's ninth. Alex setting a pretty good time to put him in the middle of the field in 10th. Thunder coming home 11th after dying. Bolt 12th, Mr. Abad 13th, 15th, Fister, Fruit 15th, Logan Hall 16th, Gsrl 17th, VB also retiring early on 18th, Carson was unable to get a time in 19th, and Alex was unable to get a time in as well in P20. So it should be a pretty solid race, I hope. Pretty good qualifying session. Some people got kicked apparently. I think it was Bolt and Oddbot I saw get kicked. So let's see if we can get him, hopefully get him back in. A lot of people on last gen just died, so that is the thing of the day. Get a new gen. So looks like we might be restarting again. I am unsure. But most likely we will be restarting. So hang tight as we wait. I'm gonna not be able to go through the race director because, oh, there we go. So I got the results right here from Quali. Well, lovely time. So yeah, fun time. We might have to restart. So we shall see. It's a 50-50. We might restart or not, but it doesn't look like we are. So I am, like, again, unsure. Formation lap. It's like hard compound I just saw, if I'm not mistaken. Hards for everybody. Except for Logan Hall and Carson. Looking like everybody's going to be on the soft compound. Looks like Carson is in. Alex might have had an issue of lagging out. Looks like Fruit I mean, everybody's waiting to get in. There's a bunch of people that are still waiting. They had a bit of a moment on this formation. Well, there's your predicted strategy. Hard's really gonna last long in this race, and then mediums. Everybody will jump to, hopefully. Pav just took out the little cone. So we're gonna try to help out with the invites here at the end of the day, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, hopefully it should be a good race. I hope it's a good race here, because if not, in all honesty and out of all respect, I'm gonna kill myself. But I think it should be a good race, and that was definitely just a spin I saw in the background, 360, but I couldn't really tell because I'm in the middle of trying to invite somebody. Sucks to suck for me, I guess I missed that. And of course I'm gonna get the worst fucking... Jesus Christ. Alright, so it looks like Pav and the Red Bull have screwed up their grid slots, so that's not good. Garber's gonna get that. Can't really get a good angle by the looks of it, to be honest. So I think I'm kind of stuck here watching from a different POV, so maybe Cultures would have a good PvP. Or POV, I mean, sorry. There we go. It's gonna be 5 red lights coming on now. Try watching from the Haas here, maybe the Mercedes, which looks like he's out of line, but okay. That seems legit. Having issues. I don't see the lights yet. So yeah, this is lovely from commentator's POV. Yeah, host is gonna get kicked by the looks of it. It's 5 red lights, and it's lights out, and away we go. Drive through penalty for Thunder early on already. Everybody's picking up pace now. Oh, huge spin in the background. That was an absolute massacre I just caught at the back end of that. And that's a VSC by the looks of it. As I don't know if that's going to be a restart or not, just because of that. So hold on while I try to invite this man back. Thunder leaving there. Early on, but people already making up some good positions. VB already went up 7 places. 6 places for Logan Hall. Yeah, that was a great look at the start. And that might be a restart because I think the host's lobby's fucked. Yeah, restart. So, yeah, holy hell, what did I just see? But that's gonna be a restart by the looks of it. So just get to see some racing in the meantime. I don't think anybody's really realized that, holy shit, we're restarting. But yeah. Yeah, well, I'm gonna back out as well. So, congratulations. That was a lovely start. I love this game. Um, well, all I can say from my POV myself, because I was cutting around because I couldn't really get a good camera for the start, I saw I believe an Aston Martin backwards, and Mercedes absolutely got, a Mercedes or an Aston got sent in the air. That's basically what I saw. So, lovely stuff here today. Has gotta kind of see what's gonna happen. Wow, we wait for. Oh yeah, here we go. So we're gonna be restarting from grid slots from qualifying. Hopefully this time. Uh Hopefully this time I'll be able to potentially get a better star or like view of the whole the whole start, because I won't lie, that was kind of a shit fucking start, I won't lie. That, and also I think lobby hosts and stuff like that, so people were having issues. Hopefully this time will be a good start. Hopefully people can get the same starts they did last time. Gives people a chance to rewarm their tires up, and also gives them a chance to not fuck up their grid slots like Pav and the Red Bull did. So we'll see what happens on this restart. Let's hopefully it should be good. Hopefully you guys hurry up because I have a league race soon. So but we'll see what happens here very soon. As we're just collecting everybody back into this lobby as we get to hear this shit music in the background. So yeah, very, very fun. Hopefully everybody will potentially not die on the start, as we only had one person retire, but that was still a horrible, god awful start for most people. As here everybody comes, we're only missing one person, whoever that shall be. Yeah, we are missing one person. That's Copper. Alright, I believe everybody's in now, so hopefully grid slot shouldn't take too long, as everybody knew. Slowly waiting for everything to kind of go in. So stuff is happening on the Discord. But yeah, so we should almost we should almost be ready for the restart of this race, and hopefully the only restart, because honestly, that was brain damage at its finest, I must say. But chibio, chibio, let me get this fan on, because it's cold or warm in here. As we get started here. It's gonna be a, hopefully, fingers crossed, a great race, but I don't have a clue. Trying to watch a race while I'm watching and commentating this shit, so let's go. Somebody probably forgot to put a setup on. So we're gonna get ready to hear, once again, another beautiful formation lap. We gotta sit there and watch. So I assume everybody's on the same tire again? Yes, everybody's on the same tire. Exactly everybody's on the same tires, so no changes. Hards look like everybody's gonna be dominant. Would have been nice to see a little bit of mixture. The only mixture we have is the Haas of Logan and the Alpine of Carson kind of going mediums. Two people not going at the back unless they already got disqualified, but shall find out and see what happens here. Once again, I hope I can get a good angle for the start because I missed a lot on that start. So yeah, great times from this game and its stupid camera. I wish we had free camera, maybe. Maybe it'd be kind of cool, I won't lie. So, mainly a tier 1 field, but we have a couple tier 2s, like I said early on, joining in with us. The ones I know for a fact they're tier 2 in here is Thunder, Bolt, Mr. Oddbod, and Fister, all 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th, so kind of in the middle of the field. That's the only tier 2s, and Alex actually, Sheen, in the back in 20th, and I believe Carson as well. I don't think he went to tier 1. If he did, I'd be quite surprised. So, about 6 tier 1s out of a 20 car field. So a lot of tier 1, or 6 tier 2s, I mean, sorry, out of a 14 other people that are tier 1 that I know of. Those are tier 2s I know about, so if I missed anybody, I apologize, but we come to the end of the formation lap. Hopefully Pav doesn't screw it up this time. This is literally his one and only chance, because this is probably the only restart. He did get the spin this time, and so did VB. So, clean. I got to see it. Another spin. Same with VB and the Mercedes. I'm going very slow here, trying to get the perfect. I think he got it. Yep. Pretty good there from him. Thunder did not get it, unfortunately. Did not get that sweet spot. We also screwed up because Alex and AlphaTauri are both did not get it because they disqualified early on. Alex, VB, and Gsrl both messed it up as well. Looks like the Red Bull behind Pav also got his pretty well, so good job from him as we get ready for attempt number 2 at this Miami race. Oh, look guys, we're on lap 2 already. Alright, here we go. 2 red lights, 3 red lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go for round 6 in Miami Tier 1. Pretty good getaway I think for Pav. Let's see, we actually have a good view this time. No death, 4 wide in the back, that's not going to work too well, I must say. Looks like everybody got away cleanly, I want to assume. I hope. Nobody spun. Oh, somebody did spin in the back. That's Cryptic. I believe that's how you say his name. Apologize if I didn't. But pretty good getaway for Pav, who already opens up a 7/10 lead up in front. Followed by Uber and Soft Floppy, the Red Bull. Thomas, who's being attacked by the Aston Martin. Bobby's going to stick it in. A little bit of ERS usage. Watch from the Mercedes if we can of Min. They're going to go down towards the Mickey Mouse section. Can he get it down around the outside? He's going to have the inside for the next turn if he doesn't get squeezed. He got it done pretty beautifully. Can a cutback be possible? Min's trying to stick a nose in there. I don't think he's going to be able to. Really stacked up here in the middle of the field. Bolt's already up to 9th. Pretty good gain for him. Logan Hall's up 6 positions. So pretty good from him as well, as they get away pretty cleanly out of that corner. Anybody on a battle here? Doesn't look like everybody's pretty much single file tucked in with the slipstream. Any dive bombs coming up. Looks like that Alpine of Carson in the back. I'm gonna try to make a move on Thunder. Looks like he will get it on. Is Thunder gonna maybe go for a cutback dive bomb? Yeah, he was like thinking about it, but he did not. Williams in the back. Sheen probably gonna go for a dive bomb. He's trying to stick a nose in there on BB. Looks like it doesn't work out too well. Pav, of course, setting the fastest lap right away since it's the first one across the line. So pretty good, evenly spread. Already seen a really good amount of battles early on in the opening lap. It looks like everything's going to settle here just for a second. No battles at the top 3. The Aston Martin Bobby's already looking to set his eyes onto that Red Bull, who kind of went wide in my opinion. They're out there. Really good getaway. Bobby already up 4 positions. Williams in the back spun. That's Thomas. He's falling down. Somebody else is out. Spun around. Ferrari spun around, Mr. Oddbod, Thomas is around, Thunder's around, Carson's around. That's not good. Now there's a little bit of a big field gap here. A little 4-car, 5-car actually, I believe. Yeah, 5-car field. There. Back out front, looks like both of the Haas are ahead of Bolt. Bolt's gonna set his eyes on them. 4-car field. Oh, Bobby does find a way around. Oh, Min's gonna pick a bit of a dive bomb. That's a pretty good dive bomb. He's gonna have the inside for the next turn. It's gonna run through. It's a bit of a tight area. Should overtake a lot of oversteer spin there from the Red Bull. Somebody is around in the back. That's Gsrl. As looks like Red Bull's gonna push away. He's not having a lot of ERS left. So I guess something happened. Split up a bit of a field for the cars behind. Looks like the Ferrari with Oddbot is having an issue back there as well. Oh, what the? That was the Red Bull, I think. No, Alfa Romeo. Gobber spun, happening in a fastest lap as well. That was a huge spin. The Red Bull also spun as well. He was spinning into the pit lane. That's what was happening. I wonder how warm his tires are going to be right now. Both of the Haas is doing pretty well for themselves, especially Logan Hall, up 10 places right now from the start. That's really good for him, as they're both kind of in that little 5-car pack. Looks like Soft Floppy is in a Aston Martin sandwich as the Haas's are trying to go against each other. Pretty sure Logan Hall's the one on mediums right now. He is. So trying to find a way around his teammate. In my opinion, I just let him by because he's on the fresher, better tires, grippier tires of that. Back down in the middle of the field. Looks like Fist's just going to try to find a move here, maybe on the Red Bull, who just had a bit of a spin last lap. I wonder how warm his tires are. Both pretty out of ERS here. So, Tier 2 trying to find a way around. Big packs of cars, big DRS trains, and then just some single car action going on in the back. Here, can't really see with that cam. Speaking of sandwiches as well, Fister is in the middle of a Red Bull sandwich, but I mean, we got a 3-car Red Bull because sister team stuff. But Gsrl, that is. Bit of a stalemate, seems. Unless somebody goes for a move coming up. We'll see what happens here. Fastest slap, or fastest sector there for Min is he's already pushing his way up to Bobby. They've both been on a charge since the opening lap, so good job to them. And Min, luckily that restart happened because he was the Mercedes that died on the opening lap in the last restart. So bit of a spin in the back there. Looks like that's Thomas again spinning in sector 1. Not very good for him. Oddbot in the pits, retiring from the race, so his race is over. Yeah, really good positions swap already. Some people really making big moves. Obviously, Logan Hall looking like the biggest mover at the moment. Out the field is a bit of a swap for third. That's Bobby, but Bobby's gonna send it up the inside. He almost loses it. He saves it. Both the Haas's go through though. Min also had a bit of contact with him. He saved it. Bobby's gonna look to the outside around that. Logan Hall. I don't know if he had to let him by. Maybe that could have been why, but I don't know. He just already got his way around both of the Haas's. I don't know if they had to let him by or he legitimately got by him, but it looks like he's not overdone. He's not done yet. First penalty there for driver, and that's Thunder, 3-second time penalty. But Coulthurst is not done yet on Bobby. He's gonna try to move his way up to the 4th. He's gonna get boxed in there by the Haas's. A bit of a wheel spin exit there for Hall. Saves it. Alfa Romeo Gauber's all over this. He's gonna try to go on the outside of Logan Hall if he can. Maybe Bobby as well, going down to the turn 1 dive bomb. Around the outside, can he get a bit of an action? No, he's gonna. I think he's going for a cutback. He is not. Haas trying to find a way around both of them. They're all really tight there. 3 wide coming out of that turn. This is really good entertainment. Through the S's, bit of a yellow flag in the back. Red Bull spun that is fruit, and the Alfa Romeo does clear Bobby for now. So Bobby just got attacked by a bunch of people there. Made a mistake. Trying to go for a dive bomb. Mercedes did not leave room. Wonder if FAA will have anything to say about that after the race. So this is going to be really close. Coming down the straight. 4-car battle here could be because Bolt's in the background there. Aston Martin trying to find a way around. He doesn't have a lot of ERS though to play with. Both him and the Haas are completely out. Bolt's going to have a chance to catch up to this battle a little bit as Bobby's going to look up the inside. He gets a good move. Oh! Goldberg tries to go for a move and a cutback, but the Haas takes him out. That's going to ruin both of their races. Allows Bolt to gain 2 free positions, though. Now can Bolt find a chance to catch up to the Aston Martin with Bobby? Really, really not good there from Logan Hall. I think what Gauber tried to do, he was trying to go for a cutback there and maybe make contact with Logan Hall. It was hard to tell from my POV, so truly do not know. But have to see. This is a really big gap here as Coulthurst is trying to go for a dive bomb on LX. Or no, sorry, that's LX on VB. My bad. I was looking at the wrong person. Oh, he almost dragged him there into the infield. He should have DRS. They both have DRS. A lot of ERS though for VB. He's gonna go for a dive bomb. Late send up the inside. He tries to hold on to it. He squeezed out. That's gonna allow Logan Hall to pounce once more. A 3 Ferrari battle. Ferrari engine powered cars versus the actual Ferrari. Looks like, oh, he spun nearly. He did spin. Logan Hall is spun. Trying to go for a move on LX there. Did not work out too well for him. Well, back out ahead. It's Pav nearly 3.5 seconds clear of Soft Floppy, who's in second. And who's also about 3.5 seconds clear of Min, but Min also is only like 2 seconds clear of Bobby. There's a bit of a yellow in the back. I think that's Thomas once again spinning. So about the top 3 are pretty spread out. Bobby's not too far behind the Mercedes, but he's losing time, I think. And him and Bolt are really close. And then from 6th all the way back to 10th in that matter is a train of cars, and then it's a 2-car battle about to unfold potentially between Carson and Gauber, but I don't know if he's going to catch him on the straight. And then behind them are just a bunch of single-car battles, except for EU trying to go on a move on Gsrl. He's weaving, trying to avoid, but I don't think he's going to do it. It's going to be a bit of a battle. Can he get around the outside? I don't think he's gonna be able to clear him. Does have a pretty good exit speed though. Williams holding in there on the inside, or not Williams, sorry, Mercedes. Clears them, but the Mercedes doesn't. They both don't have VRS or DRS, I mean. So, bit of a battle. Speaking of a battle, this is a battle. 4-car battle. Look at this camera view. Thanks to the helicopter. Oh, Fister like brake checked the VB there. But I don't think it was intentional. VB's gonna go for a cutback though around the outside, and the next long bang or left-hander. The Ferrari's gonna send it up the inside. He gets a pretty bad exit though, so both Fister and VB will come back at it. But that was a pretty good lunge there from LX there, but it did not work out unfortunately for him. As just ahead of him, the Red Bull is gonna try to go for a move on the Haas. I don't think he's gonna go around the outside. He's gonna try going for a cutback. Can't do it. Speaking of a battle, a bit of a battle behind them. VB still trying to find a way around Fister. Does not look like it's going to happen. We do have our second retirement in the race, by the way, with Thomas retiring in the pits. All that battling allows Gsrl to catch back up, I think, to this battle. So, a Haas, a Red Bull, AlphaTauri, an Alfa Romeo, Ferrari, and another Alfa Romeo. Speaking of an Alfa Romeo, it's VB. Looks like he might try to go for a move here down the inside. He does have slip. He has a lot of ERS, by the way, so he could manage this. Down the inside he goes. It's not going to be a clear. No contact by the look of it. Pretty cleanly. Gets a not so good exit versus Fister's exit. Keeps him in 8th place for the time being, but he does not have a lot of ERS, I must say. So, really good battle here from the midfield. So, see what happens come towards the end of this race, because it's only lap 8 out of 29. Thought it was already lap 10. Or higher than that. Gsrl pitting early. I don't know if he has damage or is going to look like our 3rd retirement in the race, potentially. Thunder sitting in the fastest lap on a fresh set of mediums. So, doesn't look like Gsrl will be retiring. Never mind, take that back. Fruit takes in that fastest lap on 30, dead basically. So it looks like it might have just been damage there for the Mercedes that pitted. Cultures still has to really defend against. Speaking of Fruit, he just spun, looks like. Wonder if that's going to be a safety car. I believe Red Bull just spun and both Alphas spun. I honestly, okay, don't even know what happened. Both Alphas, I think, have front wing damage, if I'm not mistaken. Safety car, or VSC, no, VSC. No, Gsrl got away with that, but I think VB has really heavy front wing damage. Unfolding here is, not only that, I think the Red Bull spun as well. Because there's not a Red Bull behind Cultures anymore. Looks like that's a VSC though, it's on a safety car, so that will be quite interesting to see what happens here. Looks like Logan Holland, both him and LX have penalties. Unsure for what. Both being 3 seconds, so potentially something. Gsrl just retired. 4 people pitting. Looks like Logan Hall probably gonna go to the hards. I don't think it's a safety car because I don't see a safety car. So I am very confused. Yeah, front wing change definitely for VB. Had to. Hards for... Yeah, I'm very confused what's happening. Okay, I gotta put that on so I can see. Hards for... I believe the... I don't think the Red Bull pitted. No, he didn't. Carson and Logan are on hards for sure. And I think... This man is... We are back under green. I'm gonna see what the tires look like. So, fresh set of mediums for the Red Bull. Hards for both Carson and Logan. And VP pitted because he had that front wing damage. Okay. So, just a bit of confusion there. Apologize. Looks like Fruit spun again. In the back. So, well, yeah. Back out front, really. Nothing really happening. Still the same top 3 that's been the last couple laps. A bit of a bigger lead. About to go into 4 seconds. Pav is just dominating. Floppy's trying his best to hold on. Min might be slowly gaining on him if I'm not mistaken. And it's Bolt as Bobby pits here. Probably going to switch over to the mediums. I think it's a bit early to switch to the mediums though, if you ask me. No front wing damage by the looks of it, so I don't know why he's pitting this early. Drive-through, I think? Yeah, it looks like a drive-through. Huh, I did not see a penalty alert pop up for that, so once again, very confusing. But I'm sure he's not incredibly happy about that, but having a bit of a off-track moment. Only battle I can see probably gonna unfold up near the top is this three-way train about to be. I think the LX is a little far off. Yellow flags, third or sector 2. That's a DNF. Let's see what we can see from Pav's POV. That might be a safety car, especially if it's in the middle of the track. No, it isn't. Wait, well, it is a DNF for sure, because it's not Min. Min's right here, and Mercedes retired. I wonder if Fruit's going to be another retirement here in a sec. But anyways, like I was trying to say, it's really Coulter's, Pfister, and LX trying to get into that bit of a DRS train right there. So a bit of a three-car battle going down the back straightaway. The only one that has DRS out of it might be Pfister. Actually, I take that back. He does not have DRS, but LX does. Yeah, it's a pretty quiet race now as everything unfolds. The only other battle I'm seeing is in the back with Carson, Thunder, and Alex, all tier 3 drivers trying to go against one another. Alex having the more dominant tire. I believe he has fresher tires and he eats the wall there. Just curious. No, fresher tires is Thunder, but on mediums. So everything starts to unfold. We do have our first on-track lap car that is Fruit after pitting. Once again, my head had front wing damage because he did spin. So a pretty quiet race now as we are slowly getting along here. Safety car would spice this up 100%, but I don't think we're going to get one anytime soon. Just waiting to see how pit stops go and see if anybody maybe gets unlucky. Alex spinning sector 1 there. Well, where's the fastest lap time? Let's see that. That is Fruit still from 130. Only driver closest to him was VB, but he is still about 40 hunts off. Not much to really commentate on except just seeing that, you know, people are split up. Thunder having a bit of a moment in the sector 2. Only spicy things that could be happening is this battle for 5th between Coulter's, Pfister, and Alex, like I've already mentioned, but I don't know if this is going to be an entertaining battle. It looks like it's just going to fall into a DRS train. So everybody right now in the top 9 haven't pitted yet. They're all on hards as we do get another VSC, unsure for what. But like I was saying, top 9 have all 11 lap old hards, and then after that, oldest tires is Alex on 9 as the Red Bull pits and puts a fresh set of mediums on of SC. Yeah, another safety car, unsure of what's happening here today. Or of why. Speeding penalty for Alex into the pits. So, not a full safety car, but just a bit of a VSC. Someone must have got front wing damage as it spilled all over the track or something. Yeah, look at the position changes. On the move here is tied between 3 drivers. Bolt in 4th, or in 4th at the moment, up 8 positions. Pfister up 8 positions as well in 6th, and Carson also up 8 positions in 11th. So, but I believe he might have to pit again. Everybody in the top 9 right now guaranteed has to pit again. That is exactly what we're looking at, but that is for the current time. Everything could switch as we are back underway again as DRS is back enabled. Gsrl looking like he was just trying to get a jump there, but I don't think he got a jump. Carson got a penalty, speaking about him. I don't know about the unfold potentially. Driver had a moment in sector 1. That's just a bit far back, so he can get a good start against the Haas. So this is just unfolding into don't make a mistake. So, by the looks of it. Oh, we'll see what happens. Excuse me. Anything's lucky to happen. 13 out of 29. So I think we should be seeing pit stops happening soon. Alex once again spinning. He's about to fall a lap down. Looks like the pad very soon. I just heard damage as he retired. That could be a safety car. If that is not a safety car, and that is a safety car. So Alex cut the corner and then proceeded to smack the wall. As you can see, terminal damage there just on the side of your screen a couple seconds ago. So first safety car of the night, and it's lap 13 out of 29. So this is gonna bring a bunch of stuff in. I'm assuming everybody in the top 9 is gonna pit. I mean, if you don't, you're kind of crazy. I won't lie. Personally, I think everybody should pit though. Pav's gonna be entering the pits right now. See what everybody else does, because I mean, people could take a risk, but they're gonna have to be hoping for another safety car if that's the case. But yeah, here comes Pav in, Floppy in, Williams in. Putting on those medium compound tires here. Nobody looks like they'll get held. Maybe in the back here they might. Wonder, no, Alex did not pit. Okay, I was wondering if he maybe might be able to serve his penalty or not. Looks like he's gonna take the gamble and stay out, but that's gonna be hopes for another safety car. He's gonna be P4, so he jumps Coulters, Pfister, and Bolt in the pits from where he was in P7. Moves up 3 places out of that. So we'll see what happens. Logan Hall not going to pit. He pitted early on. Doesn't need to pit again. He does barely get out ahead of Bobby though. So it's interesting. Cripps pits. Carson pits again. He's putting on a fresh set of mediums. So if he doesn't make any mistakes going towards the end here, he could be a potential threat. Maybe from the midfield. I saw McLaren pitting there, so that's Thunder. So we are under first safety car of the evening. After many VCs, it felt like. So now we can kind of sit back, kind of relax before the chaos unfolds, because it's definitely going to be a crazy restart. Probably restart around lap 16, 17, I want to say. Maybe 18, but I think it's going to be 16 or 17. Because the further driver behind is Fruit. And 15th, just coming out of the final corner now, so we're probably going to be going around 17, probably, maybe 18, if I'm lucky, so, or if we're unlucky, I should say. But yeah, pretty solid race so far. Pav dominating, and staying where he is. Saw Floppy up 2 positions from where he started, and that's where he was guaranteed before the safety car. Same with Min, he was there too, 4 positions up. Alex is currently 6 positions up, but he is the one driver that's unfortunately still has to pit, and if I was him, I'd be a bit annoyed because he could have probably just pitted and got away with it. I mean, because if he pits now, he's just going to lose positions since everybody's already bunched up. But then it's Bolt up 7, will be up 8 if Alex pits. He is pitting, so 8 positions for him. Coulters is up a singular position. Pfister's up 8, Logan Hall's up 9, has a 3-second time penalty, and he's on older tires compared to some people. As you can see, I mean, 6 lap old tires, not that old. He's the old tires right now though. So we'll see what happens for him. Bobby up 1, so everybody else, let's see. Pretty good battle throughout the field. The Alfa Romeos and the Haas's have definitely been putting on a good battle early on, and same with the Ferrari. The whole midfield was putting on a pretty good, solid battle, I must say. So hopefully we get to see more of that under this restart here, as it's going to be entertaining. Alrighty. I must say though, I am enjoying every moment of this. Slightly. If we get more battling, this would be more entertainment easily. It just seems like we're struggling to see any battles before the safety car, because everybody kind of bunched out from one another. So we're just waiting on the Red Bull of fruit. Next lap definitely is going to be the last lap, so we should be restarting at the end of lap 16, going on to 17, because fruit should definitely be able to catch up here at the end of this next lap. I think we go either way. So yeah, Aston doing pretty good. Fister's in a fucking another sandwich of Haas's. So see what they can do, because those Haas drivers have been pretty feisty, I would say, all race. Logan Hall in a different strategy. So he's gonna have a bit of older tires. He should be able to make it to the end though, especially with the safety car not coming into play. But he's definitely gonna be a bit maybe off the pace, because those tires are definitely older and they'll die off faster. But yeah, if you did the correct strategy, like Pav, Floppy, Min, Bolts, and everybody else basically, so the top 6, Bobby, EU, I would know, because I think they're on a different strategy, but let's just say if you did the strategy correctly, like Bobby in the top 6 here, from hards to medium, I mean, probably going to be fine going to the end here, especially with the safety car now basically helping everybody. So 71 minutes into the stream. Thank you to the 6 people watching. It's kind of been a semi-boring race, but really good entertainment for the first half. I think there was a bit of a moment in the background with thunder and now for me. We should be going this time. If we don't, I'm legitimately gonna lose my mind, but you will see and find out. I don't see why we wouldn't go this time, to be honest, but we'll find out what happens. Everybody's gonna have a battery charged up. Everybody will save some tires here. Safety car notification should be coming in now, I hope. Looks like those back tires are not warmed up as much. 78, 79, you can see. At the bottom of the screen there is the alert. It's going to slow everybody down if nobody gets some ridiculous stupidity penalty. So we'll find out what happens here. Is truly, I don't know who to watch from. I like to watch a POV, but I think this should be a good POV enough. So you can see the whole field warming their tires up here with a nice shot. As we're gonna get going here on lap 17 out of 29, so I think about 13 laps remain. So here we go, as he's putting up pace now, as we're back underway here in Miami. Lap 17 out of 29, 13 laps to go, I'm pretty sure. Fister did not get going right away, I believe that was him. Looks like the top 5 is going to be a bit spaced out. No battles going on right away. Maybe in the background here. Carson's trying to find a way around EU. We're very close down there. Oliver's diffuser. Red Bull retired in the background. That's Fruit, and VB also spun. I wonder if that was chaos between them or if somebody just got loose and they both spun on their own. But back out front, looks like the only battles happening is in the background here. Not really any battles happening up front as they got away. Fister had a horrible start. I wonder if he just wasn't paying attention or something. He was trying to find a way around the outside of Bobby. That was really, really close here, watching from the Alpine point of view. Bobby sends it up the inside of Logan. Around the outside can he go? Carson's trying to find a way around the outside. I think he didn't mean to take a wide line. It's going to allow... Oh, the Aston Martin spun! And that caught Carson off guard as he slammed into him. I don't know if he has any damage. I think Carson might. I'm gonna check his wing now. It doesn't look like he has any damage. I don't think Bobby has any damage. It's not really good as the Red Bull SC is gonna find a way around EU. Going down the inside. Can he get it done? Pass, that's the fastest lap here of the race now, 129.8. He does get it done, SC, so really good move from the Red Bull. I don't know if AlphaTauri is gonna come back at him. I don't think so. Carson's under attack from LZ. Or LX, I should say. He does get it. I thought he overshot it, but he did not. Back up front, Pavs already increased his gap to 1.7. Bobby retired, went off. BB's in the pits. So right now, Pav is about 2 seconds nearly clear. VB has retired, so 12 drivers remain. But it looks like Pav is, like I said, 2 seconds clear nearly. Min is really trying to stay within that gap to Floppy. I think that should be a good battle for second. If Bolt has some really good pace here at the end too, he could potentially be a threat on the podium. Maybe Coulter's as well. This is definitely going to be a bit of a DRS train coming at the end. And then Pfister's kind of a lone man in between this in no man's land. As then it's the Red Bull a bit behind him with EU, Logan, and LX, Carson, and Thunder. So all 4 drivers right now in the back from 9th to 12th all have penalties of oh God, bless me, 3 seconds right there. All those drivers have. Once again, we're kind of settling into a bit of a stalemate, nothing really happening. Gonna kind of watch Shop Floppy here as DRS is finally enabled, because he's ahead of this little DRS train. He doesn't have DRS. Bolt's falling out of DRS range, and once we get to the back straight here towards sector 2, there will be DRS enabled at that time for Slow if he can hold up with him. He's only 6 seconds behind him, or not 6 seconds, 600, sorry. 3-second penalty for LX again, so it's now 6 seconds worth of penalties. Bolt needs to really gain a gap here if he can, maybe. Min just got himself a penalty for track limits. That's not going to help him. Bolt's going to be within DRS range of him this time. I don't think Min got it. He did not. Bolt got it, though. This should help him increase his gap closer to Min. That's going to not help him unless something happens and he can increase his gap. Even though that might not do him too well here. For Min, I still think he did a really phenomenal race so far in this race, but it's not over yet. He still has time to potentially get lucky if he does. Logan Hall picking up another penalty of 3 seconds. Thunder also picking up another penalty of 3 seconds. Wonder if there's anything going on back here. No, it doesn't look like it. Logan Hall out of VRS here. Reminds me of SS Connor from Tier 3 of Canada. Saw Floppy made a mistake, I think. That's just going to allow Min to walk his way around the outside. Can he go down the inside? Yes, he is. He's going to make a drive up the inside. Doesn't look like he's... Well, you know, he did kind of squeeze him out. It's a better exit and is back up into P2. I did not catch it. I don't know if he made a mistake or if Min actually really caught up to him there. But the battle for P2 is still on. Maybe a battle for P4 if Cultures can catch up with Bolt. If not, Bolt could get a podium here in Tier 1, which would be very good. Yet again, not another sandwich for Pfister, but he is the one with his teammate EU sandwiching the Red Bull with SC there. So just notice that. Pfister's still just kind of in a line of his own. Funny number. But yeah, 10 laps remain here in Miami here. I think the battle right now is going to be for P2 and P4 that's really happening, and maybe back there in the background for that one singular point in the back. What a interesting cam this game has just gave me. Logan Hall spun in the back. Thunder again picking up another penalty. So we're still kind of just trying to see how things unfold here. I'm going to look at the gap to the leader because I'm kind of curious. I think Min would lose a position right now to only Bolt, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe Cultures as well. Yeah, there's your fastest lap as well. So you're going to go for a dive bomb too far back there, Cultures. If they battle, this could really... Obviously, Bolt might lose the position, but also this could cost him time and legitimately get him screwed. But that's a VSC for Thunder. He like disappeared off the map, so I do not have a clue to what happened. Alex and Logan are both pitting. Not a safety car, VSC here on laps 21 and 29. 9 laps remaining. As this should calm stuff down. Looks like Pfister has a Red Bull and his teammate on his tail here. Bolt trying to play the Delta to his imagination here. I do not know what the Delta is right now for them. I just know that he's trying to get away from cultures and also get closer to potentially men. He was pretty close. He was only like 1 second there. Fav is just in a world of his own, so I think the safety car might be ending here. VSC, sorry. And he's really pushing it. But I think he's just trying to catch up to him. Well, here we go. It did end. 2.4 there for 2.1 for Bolt. Penalties again for LX and Logan as they're battling there in the back for that singular point. Both on socks. Have again just in the little zone. Floppy still has to defend from in because he's not going to give up. And Bolt has to kind of put some pressure on, but he's catching him 1.5 seconds, or a second and a half behind Min, so he's not too far off. And Cultures is still within DRS though, so he is going to get DRS this time. Just has to probably worry because SC is kind of closing in there behind him. And so is his teammates. His teammate's going to be dragged along. Ferrari in the back just had a mistake, or got shoved off by Logan potentially. I don't know what just happened. And this battle's not over just yet. I mean, 6/10 is the gap, and it's closing down very fast. Logan just retired in the race. I don't know if that's going to be a VSC or not. I don't think it's going to be. He closed the gap. Cultures doesn't look like he is. He probably closed it enough though if he had DRS usage, but he was not using it. Locks up a bit into that turn. Not enough to affect him. 3/10 is now the gap. Going down, enabling DRS this time. A bit of a mistake in the back. That might have been Fister that spawned. No, I think it was the Red Bull. It was the AlphaTauri that spawned actually. I think the Red Bull made a mistake as well. Back out in the fourth, I missed it, but that is Cultures ahead of Bolt now, but can Bolt maybe come back? He does not have a lot of ERS to play with here, so he's gonna have to really hope he can maybe do something. I mean, he has really good pace, I know he does, but I don't know if he has enough pace to keep up with Cultures, who could potentially be stealing the podium here from him. At 23 out of 29, Bolt trying to use whatever ERS he has left, but he doesn't have a lot. He's completely out of it. Here's Cultures basically has no ERS either, but just enough to kind of stay ahead. Tired. We'll have DRS here, but once again, pretty far back. I don't know if he's going to close in on him. Cultures light should be blinking this time. Back out ahead. I guess Floppy just lost the position to Min. Probably got dive bombed. Here's Min, like I said, is not giving up. So, who has no ERS left. And Floppy doesn't have any. And there's Fister's first penalty of the race. There's a pretty good gap though, so I think he should be fine. Alex picking up another penalty. Kind of the battle of who can get DRS and who has the pace, and also who can play the ERS well. Because right now, this battle for second, Min doesn't have a lot of ERS left, and Floppy has like over 20. Battle for fourth, Culture has over 20, but has only like none basically. The VRS game is kind of coming into play here, but also the pace. I mean, right now Floppy's guaranteed second because Min has that penalty, and if they battle, that's just going to allow Cultures and Bolt to potentially catch him here. I don't know, each other's bumpers or diffusers, I should say. Near how the next tricky turn. And Pav is just enjoying life. 90. A lot of ERS. Settling in. Only 4.5 seconds really splits him and the rest, so he should be fine. Unless he makes a huge mistake. Floppy's really far behind there. Or if he just got like a horrible exit. Alex spun in the back again. E10 for him. He's guaranteed a point at the moment. So half the field DNF. Half hasn't. So Floppy's barely holding on within the second. So is Bolt. He's also barely holding on to the DRS. I think they should be fine. Well, we'll find out here shortly. This Floppy has a really good advantage here. As Alex just decided to retire the car, but he is guaranteed a point right now, so unless penalties after the race come into play, but we'll see what happens here. As Floppy's going to have DRS here down the backstretch. Not 25 out of 29. I just want the race to be over with, no offense, but I really do. For the Mickey Mouse section now, there's a bit of a wide exit there, but I mean, he should be fine. Vultures hasn't really been gaining incredibly, but he's definitely gaining through this sector at the moment, it seems. Floppy will have DRS again this time. So let's see what he can do. Can he put good use to that? So it's gonna be a pretty good point race for the teams that are still alive from this race. Like Aston will pick up a pretty good point haul. AlphaTauri and Alpine will definitely pick up points since both of their drivers are in the top 10. Red Bull might pick up some good points, and potentially Haas, McLaren, and Mercedes should too. And that was just my knee I just hit against my table. Well, looking at the battle for fourth, might be over with because Bolt's definitely falling back, but I think he should be able to hold on to fifth, so he'll be fine. Coulters is holding on here by 2 seconds behind. So right now he is guaranteed third, so the podium will be Paz, Floppy, and Coulters unless another penalty comes into play, but we'll see what happens here. Floppy's a lot closer this time, so you're going to go for a gap that is there. I don't know if he's in the game. He's not really using the ERS. He doesn't really need to play really aggressive here because it's a penalty, Mr. Min, but we'll see. We're really good here. He's doing the best he can to hold on. He's definitely got a warning for that, cutting that. About 26 out of 29. We're going to be coming to 27 this time with 4 laps to go. And oh! Minus spun. That is not good for him. He's retired from the race. That's a safety car. The latest safety car possible. I don't think anybody's going to pit here. I mean, if you pit, you're crazy. I mean, unless you want the fastest lap point, but Pabs didn't pit, Floppy didn't pit, Coulters doesn't pit, Bolt isn't pitting. Fester doesn't look like he's pitting. This is going to screw him, though, because he has that penalty. No, he is going to pit, actually. Might get lucky and serve the penalty. That is huge. The safety car isn't going to last long, though, that's for sure. But the top 4 should definitely get very close up together. And then it's going to be close. Yeah, this is gonna be a bit crazy. It might go in this time because we only have so many laps. So Pfister might get back in. No, that's EU actually might get back into this. I think Pfister might maybe the Red Bull, but I don't think so. Top 4 is definitely going to be an interesting battle. This gives Bolt a chance to absolutely send it. but this also gives a chance to some others to absolutely steal the win from Pav, which, in all honesty, I really hope it doesn't happen, because even though it'd be a really good battle, it would not. But yeah, I was right. Safety car in this time. Top 5 is all together. Fister and I believe the Red Bull should be able to catch up as well, but Fister might get fucked over by that penalty. So I personally really hope that Pav's win doesn't get robbed just because of a retirement in the safety car. But I don't have a lot of ERS bunched up either. Here we go. We're going now. Floppy, I would say, got a pretty good restart. They're all very close together. They're sending it. That's gonna be crazy. Down the inside goes Culture, is trying to send a move on the Floppy, and what is EU doing? He just allowed Fister to go by and ruined both. Fister has really good tires here at the moment. Aston Martin Pav stays ahead here. He's still P1. This could be a battle for second, though. Really going to be a battle for second, unless Fister comes in and interrupts it, because he's on the fresher tires. We still have 2 laps remaining. 2.5 laps remaining, or 1.5. Sorry, I'm really stupid at math. But Fister really charging here on the back of Cultures. He has a penalty though, so I don't know if this is really gonna help him or not. I mean, I would just lay back if I was him, because he's just gonna really ruin Culture's chance. But he doesn't care. He's gonna send it up the inside. Culture still has the inside, but not really enough space there. So up the inside, he did force Cultures behind him again. So maybe if Bolt has a chance, he might be able to send it one last time and have an opportunity to potentially take this podium away. Because right now, Cultures is the one guaranteed on the podium. Bolt has to do something, but he's losing time. Pav is about almost 1 second clear. DRS is not going to be enabled again here, so it's just going to be a straight line to the end here. Because here we go, final lap this time by. Pav has one more lap to hold Soft Floppy behind, but it looks like he is. He's 1.2 behind. Fister was thinking about sending it, but didn't. The Red Bull of SC takes the fastest lap, so should be huge. Never mind, scratch that. Carson takes it. I don't think Bolt's gonna have enough pace here. He's already falling back 1.2. Just don't get a penalty. Bring it home the best you can. You'll be fine. Speaking of penalty, this penalty is gonna hold Fister's back, but he's putting on a really good performance. I mean, although he is on the fresher tire, basically, and the better tire, I mean, he's still putting on one hell of a performance here. He's not done yet. He's gonna try going for it. He had a better exit, bit of better ERS usage. Let's look to the outside. Can he get to the outside for this turn? He's gonna have to go to the outside. He's gonna have to send it around the outside. What can he do? He gets squeezed off a bit, but not enough. He holds it around the inside. He's ahead for the time being on Floppy. Good move from Fister, but it's unfortunate. But he gets ahead of him. He's away. Red Bull gets a penalty, so that might help Fister out just a bit. Down to the end. The final lap. Pav's completely out of ERS, but it doesn't matter. Through the final corner, it's over with. Pav is gonna bring it home in round 6 of Miami. He brings it home. Second place would be Fister, but it's not. It's Floppy, and it's Colt. Sure, it's Fister ahead of Bolt by 4/10, and then EU 6th, 7th, Red Bull 8th, Carson, and everybody else towards the end. Fister absolutely dominated that at the end there. What a great last stint from him. Securing V4. Driver of the day by Carson. As it's over with. Race is over. That race dragged on too long. But that was a pretty good race. Pretty good battles. Hopefully I can sneak in a couple interviews here. I fucking doubt it, but let's see. Once I get to see everything unfold, if I can get off this stupid black screen nonsense. Because I need to see the results. But there you have it, is Pav the W win of the century. And here's your finishing order. Look to be it. Yeah, P1 Pav, Soft Floppy P2, P3 Cultures, P4 Fister, Bolt comes home P5, EU in 6, 7th SZ, Carson P8, Min P9, LX P10, claiming the last point over Hall in 11th, Thunder 12th, VB 13th, Bobby 14th, 15th Fruit, Alex 16th, 17th Gsrl, Gobber 18th, 19th Thomas, and Oddbod in last. But yeah, I'm gonna try to sneak in a couple interviews if I'm lucky. I can't interview P1 unless he is unless he is on Xbox somewhere, but he was on PC, so I truly don't know. So hold on. We will see how this ends. But I don't know if it's going to be possible. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, well, I don't think I'm gonna have time for interviews because people are taking too long. Well, hashtag I love you guys. Hashtag don't kill yourself. Yeah. Uh, but yeah, that was tier one Miami round six. I believe we kick things off again Monday with whatever tier, because honestly, I'm too stupid to know. So yeah, good night. Have a good night, and we will see you next time.